I love Bowser. For pretty much as long as I can remember, he's been not just my favorite Mario character, but my favorite character in all of fiction. Bowser is my one true love. Don't get me wrong, there are many reasons I feel this strong of an attachment to a literal kidnapper, but the biggest one is his design. Bowser's design to me is perfect, and it's clear I'm not the only person that feels this way. If people didn't still like the guy, I'm sure he wouldn't be in pretty much every single Mario game. But what happens when Nintendo tries to change perfection? Well, I think you'll find that sometimes the product can be even better than perfect. Or, sometimes it's a sin against God. So why don't we take a look back at Bowser's most iconic forms to see which is the best, and which make him look like the war criminal that he technically is. Now I want this video to be about the times Bowser has actually transformed in-game, not just his different designs. But I feel like we have to rank some of these iconic ones, just so we have something to go off of for the rest of the list. That being said, we're going to use a tier list to do this, but we're going to do it a little differently, okay? We're going to put normal Bowser right in the middle, because like I said, he's perfect. We'll make some tiers above for forms that are a good change to Bowser, that either improve his design or at least make for a good fight. And the tiers below will be for the ones that make Bowser actively worse. And obviously, when I say these improve Bowser, I don't mean I want these to replace the normal Bowser, or even that they are technically a better design. Just that they are a really good transformation for the game or situation that they're seen in. I'm sure you guys understand, you're big boys. And with all that being said, let's start with Paper Bowser. And Pixel Bowser. Both go in the base tier since they're just different styles of the yellow bastard. Also, for what it's worth, Paper Bowser is my favorite Bowser. Sorry to get my favorite out of the way this early, but I just love how damn goofy this guy looks. Listen, say all you want about the new Paper Mario games, but they gave me geometric Bowser. And that's enough for me. Dry Bowser is the most popular form of Bowser, introduced in the new Super Mario Bros. DS game, and he is the antithesis to Wet Bowser. Dry Bowser is easily the form that's been in the most games, hell he's even been playable, and a top tier at that. I think he's earned the right to be a top tier on this list too. Come on, they put him in Mario Kart. I know that sounds not impressive, but that's really not an easy thing to do. Hell, they haven't even let my boy Goomba in, and he's been in every Mario game. And don't say it's because he has no arms, that's discrimination. Dry Bowser can also be made of gold, which I'd say is a little bit excessive, but if he is worth his weight in said gold, then he is easily the most valuable Bowser, so take that for what you will. I mean, if you sold him, you'd make more money than almost every Switch game did. So, that's something. The Mario and Luigi RPGs are my personal favorite Mario series, and a big factor to that is the very unique character design they always have. Okay, well, most of the time. And in every single game in that series, that has applied to Bowser. Even the one you won't expect. That being said, I hate this thing. I promise, I like all the other ones, but not Booby Bowser, okay? I don't think I need to say more. The next one is also kinda lame, but at least it doesn't make me physically uncomfortable. He's just purple. That's it. Okay. Now we get to the good ones. Nothing in this world is perfect. Except Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story. Guys, I love Dark Bowser. He's so cool. This is our first Bowser design that is so good, specifically for its impact on the story. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very biased, but I mean, this whole list is based on my opinion, so who cares? Bowser's Inside Story is my favorite Mario game of all time, and a big contributing factor is the villain. This game gave you the one thing that every other Mario game was scared to do: the ability to play as Bowser. And I mean, I can see why they were scared to do it, because once you have Bowser, why would you ever want to play as Mario again? With Dark Bowser, you still get the luxury of having Bowser as the final boss, even when he's also the protagonist. Hey, how the hell do you think they came up with the idea for this game? Hey guys, what if in our next game, we go inside Bowser? Are you doing okay, Phil? The next design for Bowser we have is, oh my god, oh my eyes, oh no. This walking seizure is Bowser's design for Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Out of all the Mario RPGs, this one probably has my favorite original character designs, but that doesn't exactly apply to Bowser this time. Listen, it's a bit much, you know? The seizure thing was a joke, but it really isn't easy on the eyes. Hey, I mean, on the bright side, at least we know Bowser is a dedicated ally. The last one here is Cardboard Bowser. And I know I'm in the minority here, but I kinda like this one. Yeah, it's a little basic, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I still think Paper Jam gets a bad rap. I mean, it's a little vanilla, but the gameplay is still just as good as any of the other Mario and Luigi games. Except Bowser's Inside Story, that one's too good. While this Bowser is nowhere as good as the square Bowser, I still think it makes for a good transformation. Bowser's Fury is easily one of the coolest things to come out of Nintendo in the last 10 years. It's yet another Mario game named after the best character, but for some reason you don't get to play as him. Listen, I want a Bowser game as much as the next person. Well, more than the next person, let's be honest. But since it seems like Nintendo is never going to fulfill my wishes, this is a good compromise. Because Fury Bowser is sick. They basically just said, what if we made Bowser scarier, edgier, and furious-er? The result is this Godzilla knockoff, who you know is a bad guy because normal Bowser would never try to hurt his son. Bowser is one of the best fathers in gaming. This is not a joke. Bowser is what all parents should strive to be. Just ignore all the war crimes.
I'll be sacrificing them in your honor.
And while we're talking about Fury Bowser, let's shift our attention to Gooey Bowser, who is in every sense just a worse version of the Furious one. In Odyssey, Bowser dresses in his finest suit to impress the woman he loves. And I'm not gonna lie, Peach missed out. You see, the Mario movie gives us real insight into Bowser's true character.
You ruined my wedding! I was finally gonna be happy! Now you will suffer! Like me!
Bowser is not a bad guy. He's just misunderstood. And who is Mario to try and take away his one chance at true happiness? Sure, he may have turned thousands of people into inanimate objects and tried to destroy a galaxy and illegally colonize the moon and try to sacrifice hundreds of people and kidnap a bunch of fairy children and frame Mario for his crimes and try to force Peach to marry him and, you know, fucking eat people sometimes, but does any of that matter if it's in the pursuit of love? He also turned into a cat once. That was pretty funny. In order to not make this video super long, there's a few more Bowsers I want to include that I'll just run through real quickly. Giga Bowser, the weird Smash Bros. OC, I know I said Fury Bowser was the scariest one, but to be honest, this guy fills me with the most dread. He's also, really damn ugly. Sorry, not sorry. Robot Bowser is technically not a form of Bowser, but let's be honest, I threw out those rules 20 seconds after I made them. I do what I want here, okay? He honestly kind of disappoints me. I mean, imagine all the cool ideas that could come from a mecha Bowser. I just think this guy's a little lackluster and kind of dopey. Baby Bowser is exactly that, just Bowser as a kid. But he gets points taken away because nowadays they kind of just make him look exactly like Bowser Jr. without a bib, and it annoys me. Mega Dragon Bowser, aside from having a name a 9-year-old me would come up with, is pretty cool to be honest. He doesn't really look like a dragon at all, but I kinda like that. Mario Plus Rabbids is also weirdly one of my favorite Mario games, so it gets bonus points. Dr. Bowser is what some people would consider the good path of Bowser. If instead of kidnapping women, he went back to school and got his PhD. He's pretty fly, I won't lie, but not as fly as he was for that wedding. And lastly, if I had a nickel for every time Bowser turned into a square, I would have 2 nickels. To end this list, I think we need to talk about the times Bowser has gotten freaky.
I want my feet licked.
Like this thing, on the official Mario 2 art. I have many questions, Nintendo. Is that Bowser? If it's not him, who is it? Why does he look like that? Is he okay? Can I burn it with fire? Bowser has also been famously referred to as King Koopa a few times. And you know, this guy's chill. I'd hang out with him. Unlike this guy, who is not allowed within 200 feet of me, or any school zone for that matter. I think the old Mario movie also has a guy that belongs in the harasses kids category. What else can I do here? I also have this guy. He's pretty cool. Unlike this one, which I used to have as a kid. He's freaky. So, in the end, we have found that Bowser usually looks pretty cool. It's kind of hard to mess up a Bowser design since the base model is already so good. But on the rare occasions they do, they mess up really fucking bad. With that, we have one more Bowser to rank, and I saved a very special one for last. One that, while definitely strange, is very charming, and even menacing, I think. To be honest, I think he belongs in the top tier. I am, of course, talking about the fucking Taj Mahal.